In this video, I'll show how to get Twitter data, clean it, and analyze it accordingly. So to get Twitter data, I'll use TweePy, and then I'll use pandas to assign the data into data frames, which will make it easy to clean the data, to run a sentiment analysis, and then NumPy will get me the statistical calculations I need to accordingly visualize my data. The video will investigate or run a sentiment analysis on the new vaccine, COVID-19 vaccine for both companies, Pfizer and AstraZeneca. So I started with importing my dependencies, then loading my credentials, authenticating them, and then defining my query and using the cursor object, returning 2000 tweets, assigning them into a dictionary and accordingly into a data frame with tweets and the timestamp. Defining also the references to see which of the tweets belong to which company. Then I use the natural language toolkit to get the stop words and to clean my data. And I also use the regular expressions to remove mentions and hashtags and so on. Now I have a pre-proposed tweets that I can just get the polarity and subjectivity using a text blob by changing the tweet or converting the tweet into a text blob object to run the sentiment. And to get the polarity and subjectivity accordingly, I use the aggregate method to get the mean and the mean for both companies for the polarity and subjectivity. And accordingly, I created, using the rolling method in pandas, I created the moving average polarity for both companies in order for me to be able to visualize it using subplots and visualize it like this. So we can see the Pfizer vaccine sentiment fluctuating. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's positive, and we see less fluctuation when it comes to AstraZeneca. In my report, I have different data, but this is a live feed, so it changes, especially that Twitter is trying to remove all misinformation and fake news, especially about the COVID-19 vaccines.